Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This week's energy reading is from July 6th through the 12th, and I am recording this on the 5th. The last quarter moon phase points out to a crisis of our consciousness, and that will start on Tuesday. So the next couple days after basking into the awareness by the whole light of the moon, remember moon is about things unseen and hidden, and the light is about exposing that. So maybe something in you was exposed. Anyways, after basking in the awareness of it, many come to a point when we need to actually sort out what works for us and what doesn't, because we're being prepared to what is going to come by next week. When something new is, because next week something new is going to be born again, because where people don't really like to realize is that we actually follow the moon cycles, because that's where a lot of the energy is coming from. The moon, the sun, and our planet system, the universe. So this week, don't start anything new. Just finish up all the details of what you ever been working on and make sure you complete it, because after this week, you're not going to be able to go back to it. Make sure you just complete them and then take a moment to reflect about all the revelations that have occurred in the last 6 months. And then once those revelations come to you, ask yourself, what can be done about it? The next moon phase is going to occur on July 14th. That's next Tuesday. So make sure you complete this cycle. The sun will be in Cancer, so many are operating under self-protection. People are putting up those walls right now. So attention will turn to your homes, your families, or anything that makes us feel at home for safe and security. Nurturing and caring for your loved ones, maybe your pets, will be on a rise or your priority this week. Emotions will run deep, and we will start turning into the world's feelings. And this is gonna keep continuing to happen more and more as we get closer to July 22nd. Many people are not wanting to grow up. They don't want to mature. They don't want growth. They don't want to face responsibilities. So you're going to see people run. This is the time where you're going to see people ghost, run. They just want to run away. Let them run. Okay? Watch out for drama, trauma bonding, and codependency. This transit is for recognizing our needs for comfort, safety, and familiarity. I can't speak, sorry. So this energy would be wise to form strong bonds and protect your loved ones. Mercury will be in Cancer until August 9th. We move from the desire for quantity and moving into quality. You can be with a whole gang of people, but none of them are real. But one person is all you need. It could be your real true blue, your ride or die. That's all any of us really need. Anyways, your thoughts are going to be colored more by emotions, so your thoughts are going to be colored more so by your emotions, because Cancer rules emotions. So a lot of people are going to be more into their feelings for this whole month, mainly until I say on or around and even days after July 22nd, okay? But it's going to make things more challenging to be objective or logical. So if you're a person that rules in emotions, you're going to have a really hard time. So try to use this time to be more about self-mastery, okay? Mastering your emotions. People who repress their emotions they're going to be on the struggle bus. Memories will be more detailed. More memories are going to come back to you, and they're going to be things you thought you forgot about, the past. Memories will be more detailed so that you can absorb the emotional background or the setting around you currently. You're going to pick up on moods and tones in addition Many people will feel the need to express themselves fully and will aim for more heartfelt environments. With Venus in Leo, watch out for egos, arrogance, egotistical, people, because they're going to be, on fire. This can be a strong time to win a contest, play the lottery, selling things, but watch out for drama and jealousy. For some, during this time, people think that love needs to make sense and have a purpose. While when the Venus moves right into Virgo, Virgo's gonna come in and switch up and say, absolutely not. So during the transitional time, you're gonna see a lot of people confused, like, wait, I thought it was all about this. Remember, anything old is just gonna be collapsed, So once Virgo enters, many people will start to then feel very guilty, especially if they were too self-indulgent during the Leo Cancer cycle, okay? Because once Virgo comes in, Virgo's gonna just tear down all those walls. Virgo comes in and says, absolutely not. Here's what Virgo is gonna actually show and teach a lot of people. During this time, watch out for being nervous or worried, and being overly critical on your partners. Partners can be anything, family, business, whatever. Health will be your wealth this cycle. Commitment and attention to detail will also be something that you will need to do to basically survive this cycle. Virgo is going to come in and teach us how to conserve, basically teach you a lesson on how to conserve your time, money, and energy. And it's also going to show you where your love, when you love someone, how you can be of service. So showing your love by being of service is basically what I was trying to say. So Mars will be in Gemini until August 11th. This is going to teach you the power of communication, being resourceful and clever, but to know how to use your words effectively. Watch out for manipulations and love bombing during this time. Words without no action, trying to that's the energy of snake salesmen, I don't know, basically liars. They try to come in, give you a false hope, and then take it away, right? Truths will be spoken from now until August 11th. So anything that you're trying to hide, especially during the Cancer season, many people are going to be quickly triggered, especially those who have not mastered their selves or emotions. Truths will be spoken. Actions are going to speak louder than words. Everybody, a lot of people think they've been hiding themselves, and in reality, people were just being nice, They didn't want to tell you the truth. They were just like, that person doesn't know, so whatever. Anyways, this week, and then the next few weeks, because we are in Cancer season, truths will be spoken and actions need to speak louder than words. This week will close with growth and feelings of fate and taking action towards what is better for your soul, to be healthier, lighter, and happier. Saturday's energy comes in to heal so that you can either connect and bond either with self or with others. There is a void of course moon that will follow, and it follows structures against judgment. But with the planets of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, they will have a big play in this void course moon of its calculations. And it's going to bring in a heavy dose of reality to many, especially to those who don't want to face reality or the ones running away from problems. The runners. Mercury retrograde this week its themes are going to be about emotional clarity around family communications and trust. So expect misunderstandings and delays, and patience is to be advised. Ooh, excuse me. Make sure to do some introspection or reflecting. And if someone from the past shows up, it's just to show you either how much you have grown or how much you actually need to grow. Remember, you are love. So in order to be love and want the same love that you give out, you have to align yourself with only, let's say, loving kindness. By not choosing them, by not choosing, let's say, a past person or any person, let's say this person he or she lies, cheats, steals, betrays, is a manipulator, gaslights you, is abusive emotionally, physically, and even financially. If nothing about them radiates love, do not choose them. Because by choosing them, you're choosing, they don't operate in love, so why would you choose them? If they are going around not operating in love, then you are not aligning yourself with love. You're aligning yourself with betrayal, with the devil, with deceit, So by not choosing them, you are in fact choosing love. Because they are not love. They do not radiate in love. They do not align themselves with love. If they do not operate in love and kindness, they are not aligned with love. So you cannot choose them. But not choosing them is making you choose love. And the universe then says, okay, good. Now here's the love that you are. Remember, the universe gives you what you are, or what you put out. So you can love them by not choosing them. Because love is supposed to be healing, it's warm, it's not conditional. It's unconditional, sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Something might not come in order. I don't know, I wrote all this out to keep me organized in my thoughts, because sometimes I get distracted, like the music just turned up, so that tells me somebody doesn't want me to speak upon something, because I learned something about myself this week, and the more I try to speak some sort of truth, I've been trying, like some kind of force has been like trying to knock that away from me or try to overshadow me, because I learned that I am supposed to be expose the devil, expose the evil. And the more that I do, the more weird stuff keeps happening to me, which is really funny. But anyways, love is healing and love is warm. It's not conditional. It's not dark or cold. Love is honest. Love is truth. Love is warm. It's warmth. It's time to align yourself with your true heart's desire. And by not choosing them, you are choosing love, so that the universe can give you the love that you are, the love that you deserve. And when I say it just like that, think about it. Really think about it. Because the love that you deserve. Do you honestly, when you reflect back to yourself, were you a manipulator? Did you betray someone? Think about that. And you can ask for forgiveness. And you can pray for the ones that are not loving and kind. I have. That's the best way to do it. Pray for it. You're supposed to be praying for your enemies anyway, so pray for them. The only thing that they did was make you stronger, wiser. Actually, most people that betray me, I tend to get a really huge reward and blessing that comes out of it. So, the love that you deserve, it's coming. All you got to do is not choose love by not choosing to be around people that are not loving and kind. It's really that easy. Love don't play games. Love doesn't ask for you to beg. It doesn't want you to plead. It doesn't even want you to prove your worth or your value. You should never have to prove your worth or value to someone. And if you do, you are not in love. That is not love. And that's what most people don't think about. Anyways, you, me, you know, I was thinking about it the other day, and many people always thought like, hey, if we leave that person out, you know, we'll just, you know, gather a big group of people and have a party and make that person feel left out. And you know, at the end of the day, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know how many times and people have tried to make me feel really left out? And then I realized I am the table. So I want you to think about it. You are love. If they're operating like that, they're not love. You know what that means? You are the table. And only allow love at your table. I want you to declare and decree this today. I declare and decree and I denounce every demon or devil or contract that is not love or God ordained in the name of Jesus. And so it is. God's will be done. Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. I don't know what I was gonna say. It's Mercury retrograde, so my words are gonna be miscommunications. Sorry. Romans 12. Don't just pretend to love others. Remember, our hearts are still being weighed at this time. Really love them and hold tightly to what is good. Because Isiah 5:9-14. Truth is fallen in the street and equity cannot enter. So when truth collapses, everything collapses with it. It's cause and effect. God is going to expose the cost of abandoning his word. This also goes with his contracts. If you had a contract that you were supposed to fulfill and you abandoned it, guess what? God's will be done. I want you all... there's a little affirmation that I came up with. Some of you might need to speak this if it hits home, but I want you to say, I am free because my true nature cannot be confined by fear, circumstance, or the past. Remember, victory is yours. You already won. And why am I saying that? Because this message came to me this week and it's screaming at me today. Because I had some things to do this morning, and then when it happened, I kind of started smiling, and I knew, all right, I got you, loud and I hear it. God is saying, stop playing small when you serve a big God. Ask me for the impossible. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have already received it, and it will be yours. It is time to expand your vision today, right now, starting right now, and as you walk into the next 6 months of your life. Believe you already received it, and it has already been yours. It's been written. If it came into your thought process, it wasn't just planted there by, a mistake. It was planted there because your soul already knew that you were supposed to have it. So it's already written. You just gotta want it or grab it. It's time to start expanding your vision and stop playing small. I tried to play small today, and even a human being that does not even know me said, absolutely not. I got denied. And when she did it, I started laughing. I said, I know. It was just this funny thing. She goes, absolutely not. You're too overqualified. But I was looking for like a little second job here because I just got done doing a bunch of stuff to my house, and I want to start my new journey. And my new journey is going to take me, I'm going to take some classes so I can get my certifications, because I'm going to start traveling. I'm going to actually move careers and get into the medical field. And since I already have all my backgrounds in a lot of things, all I need to do is get my certification and take the state test to get my license, so I can start being like, traveling nurse or physical therapy. So in order for me to do that, I got to pay for these classes. So I was like, I'll just get a second job. So I asked this lady, hey, I know you're hiring. I just want to work on your back line. She looked at me. She knows who I was. She knew I ran an entire store. And she goes, absolutely not, but I'm going to give you a better deal. She said, let her talk to her people and she'll get back to me. And I said, all right. And if not, it's fine. But she wouldn't even allow me to play small. And I'm like, listen, I just want to do this for like 3 months. Because in 3 months, my classes start in the fall. So it was hilarious. Something good is going to happen to her because she was an amazing soul to be around. And the fact that the same message all week and it came from her is hilarious to me. I love the way God works. Let's just say that. Anyways, enough about me. Let's just get into this this reading. I'm not going to do the 1, 2, 3, or 4s today. I'm just going to do a general reading. And let's start out by getting a few cards on the table. What do we need to know for the week ahead of us? Well, somebody on or around you might have a period of ill health. Maybe they're suffering from depression. Remember, health will be your wealth from starting now and into the future. I was listening to, I was watching something the other day and I was realizing something. A lot of people who, let's say, play with witchcraft, they even know there's a major shift coming. The Christianity, the Muslims, everybody sees this shift coming. And for a lot of people, and it doesn't matter what you believe in, but at the end of the day, everybody sees this shift coming. And for those that want to stay behind, and that don't want to do the work and don't want to vibrate at a certain frequency level, they are going to come ill health, depression. They didn't want to grow. They don't want to be high vibrational. So one of the things that I was learning this week, because a lot of people are going to be high on emotions. So the big warning is, yes, we are under spiritual attack, seen and unseen. But what a lot of us awakened people, the ones who, if you're watching this, you're awakened. You believe in the universe, you know about energy. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't believe a word that I said. But or I'm saying, but at the end of the day, when these people come around you and they attack you because they see your light shining, they know you're vibrating higher, they don't want you to do that because you're doing God's will. We're shifting to a higher vibration. These low vibrations are going to be left out in the cold and they know that. So you're going to see a lot of people suddenly get sick, die, and it's going to increase more. And then as of September hits, we're going into a food shortage, which a lot of people do know about it, but they're not really speaking upon it. But as these people, the low vibrations, if they come around you or try to attack you, do not engage. Just stay still, be still, and give it to the Most High and walk away. Anyways, there's people around you might be suffering from a mental illness, depression, and as that's happening, you're actually climbing the ladder to success. And you will get your flowers. And you're going to do this with a lot of passion. Why? Because you're moving with purpose. If you have not yet, you're going to find it and you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's where I'm supposed to go. You will have that clarity soon. If you have not already, you will get that soon. Pay attention to your dreams, because I got in a dream. It literally was my higher self telling me, hey, I need you to do this. Stop playing around. Let's do this. Which was weird because where I work right now, they say it's all about the journey, but I wouldn't have gotten that information of how to get where I'm supposed to go if it wasn't for the people that I just met recently. Because I had some conversations and I was like, wondering, I never thought about this or that. I started talking to them, and then one thing led to another. Now I'm talking to college counselors and all this stuff. So, like they say, it's all about the journey. It really, truly is. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So, you know how it goes. One day you don't have nothing, the next day it all comes to you. That's how miracles happen. That's when you know the big man upstairs is looking out. Let's get an advice card before we move forward. So the energy has been set. Let's get an advice card before we move forward. Somebody made a mess. Somebody might be making a mess. Somebody made a mess of things. Something is just all over the place. Maybe somebody's energy is just all over the place. That's for their burden to carry, not yours. Do not carry other people's burdens at this time. They do need to grow. Anyways, compassion and slowing down this week. That's our advice. Compassion, you're being asked to be kinder to yourself and to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster or a bully or a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your own back. So have some compassion for yourself this week. And slow down. Life isn't a race, and nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. So don't rush into anything, especially during Mercury retrograde. And if you guys all have plans, expect plans to be broken and to change up. So that's already been going on, especially in my own world. Someone might be blocked. It says blocked AF. Someone feels like they got ghosted, shut up, or now they're getting the silent treatment. Did you block somebody? I know I have. Usually when I block somebody, that's it. That's it. We're done. I have moved on. Why? Because I don't like energy vampires. I don't like anything that irritates my soul. Let's just say that. Because most people think, oh, she's loving and kind. She's stupid and naive. That will irritate my soul, but I'm never going to tell them that. You know. Plus, sometimes you got to block people so that you can heal. Even the healer needs to be healed at times. Oh no, user not found. You deleted me. Did you cut somebody off? Digital closure? You made a cold exit? If that is so, they are now, if you did it like a couple months ago, they're just now feeling it or now noticing it. Which is sad because they didn't care at the time, but now they do. Mercury retrograde. Word of advice, find your haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. Everything is meant for you will find you. Anyways, let's move on to tarot. Regular tarot. What do we need to know to move forward today? Ooh, somebody is not moving forward. Someone didn't move forward. Someone did not get a victory. Someone is not moving forward. I feel like someone feels like they just lost the battle. They're not moving forward. Why? Yeah, because they betrayed you. They knew they stuck two swords in your back and probably twisted it. They tried to hide it from you. It's hidden. I'm just going to betray you and then hide it. Throw rocks and hide your hands. You're definitely dealing... Someone around you could be very immature. Yeah, they weren't brokenhearted when they did it. When they did it, they meant that shit. Like, that was terrible. Anyways, because of it, you're getting a major wish fulfillment. Also, if you are in a third-party situation, I feel like there's been a third-party situation. That third party is literally trying to protect themselves at this time. You know, I'm also getting, someone might be talking bad about you and there's a complete stranger that is actually going to stick up for you and protect your name, protect you. Maybe a complete stranger is going to come, like, doesn't know you that well or even at all, probably has never met you, and they're literally protecting your name of some sort. At the end of the day, you are going to be rewarded. You got a major wish fulfillment coming in, and it is protected. You are being asked to rest at this time, to be still. Why? Because help is arriving. Help is coming in. There might be something to do. Maybe you might watch out for text messages and emails, but there is written communication coming through. I feel like somebody might want to help you because they seen like a group of people or certain individuals that took advantage of you, or like maybe, you know, stole from you. I don't know. But you are getting some sort of help. Anyways, written communication is coming towards you, but you don't see it, maybe because you blocked this person out. But it's because you were very truthful and honest to somebody who was not giving towards you. I've got Queen of Swords. You could be an air sign. Did you cut someone off? You were truthful and honest. Enough's enough. You told the truth. This person never gave you anything. He was withholding. He's selfish. He's probably even mentally unstable, mental illness, but didn't want to give you anything. Probably withheld a whole bunch of stuff. Super selfish, super arrogant, probably even a little narcissist. But this person didn't want to give you anything because literally they thought you were, in their minds, you were actually better than them. So why would they want to give you anything when they feel like you already kind of had it all? You were the 9 of Pentacles to them. You did everything on your own, and this person didn't even want to lift a finger to help you. But because you were truthful and honest, you're like, listen, this is what I need. You ain't willing to fulfill that. It's time to go. You chose love. Good for you. This person wasn't going to give you love anyways. Mainly because of a lot of jealousy, and he's kind of like, I want to say like copycat energy. This could be a false flame energy. I know I had encounters with that. A false flame will copy your energy, and you'll feel like it's a twin flame at first, but then you'll realize the falseness behind them. They're not truthful and honest. They're everything you're not. And everything that irritates your soul, that's your false flame. They're never going to give you anything. They do not love you. It's all false. My false flame actually never even helped me, never took care of me. But while in the first 2 years that we were supposed to be married to each other, he's out helping his ex-girlfriend and children, or child, the wrong people, the same people, but because he's false and he lives a lie, it is what it is. I mean, am I hurt by it? Yeah, it was at the moment. But I'm also looking at him as this person doesn't even respect his own self, or love himself, because you're literally helping the same people like that cheated on you and just took advantage of you. So that's the type of love that he wants. Let them have it. Throw them back to what they're used to, because I just need 1 pentacle. That's it. This person don't have nothing. He ain't even willing to give nothing. So just be truthful and honest with yourself. Cut the tie. Choose love. And then you will get the love that you actually deserve. The love that you are. I know I was loving and kind to this person. I was very, very patient. But God said, woman, walk away. And I did. And then I was relieved. Like, whew. Because your false flame will just drain your energy, because they take their energy for their own and think it's theirs. And that's why they get arrogant and egotistical. But what they didn't realize is that your covering was the blessings. And that's why they would get opportunities coming. That's why the good stuff was coming towards them, because they were literally taking it from you. It was your covering. But they're not going to realize that once you pull that energy away and then they're left with darkness. That's when they'll know. Maybe that's why it took a few months for these people to go, oh, yeah, it wasn't their energy. It was all yours. Anyways, if you are the 9 of Pentacles, you're standing strong. You're doing your thing. You are being watched at this time. So, and I don't mean it in a bad way or a creepy way. It's more like, this person at one time may have thought, maybe was jealous and envious of you, because that person saw something in you that that person wished that they could be. Maybe you're everything this person wished he or she was. And so yeah, envious comes out, but envy turns into obsession. So as you climb the ladder to success, because at this one time when they were in their ego, remember, this person thought you were a peasant, you were underneath them. And now that you're climbing the ladder to success, this person's gonna basically lose everything. His whole world's gonna fall apart. You're shattering all of his illusions. So yeah, a little unstable right there. He didn't want to, honor you, the contract, whatever the case may be. But you are headed right towards someone who actually loves and cares for you. We got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is in the upright position. So if you are single, you are in your Nine of Pentacles energy, you're just focusing on yourself and stability, loving yourself, you're walking right towards a King of Cups, someone who will love you. Loving, kind, emotionally stable, emotionally able to give. And you guys will have a brand new beginning. This King of Cups also knows, could be someone from your past, but it's somebody you're going to have a lot of fun with. Maybe this person's going to bring out your inner child. Anyways, the divine is coming in and saying, what is the divine saying? Some of you are being guided, or maybe the divine is guiding someone to be an emperor. It's okay to be this if you can learn from your mistakes and turn into that. None of us are perfect. All of us have fucked up. All of us has hurt someone in our past. But if you continue to go on life like this, you are never going to have anything. But if you learn and grow to be this is the emperor. Now, to be an emperor is the same way you have to be an empress. You got to go through a lot of pain. But at the end of the day, that's what makes you wise and an amazing ruler. To rule, to be that emperor status. An emperor does the right thing for everyone involved. He is selfless. He just does the right thing. Anyway, someone is being divinely guided to be an emperor. And once he hits emperor status, looks like he's going to go do some traveling. Someone might come in and travel towards you to take some more from you. Maybe someone's coming towards you. So watch out for people trying to waste your time, money, and energy, or try to siphon your energy. And you'll know, because the moment they get in front of you, listen to your body. Your body will tell you everything. You don't even need intuition. Just listen to your body. Either something will happen. If you just feel all of a sudden tired, you're around an energy vampire. And some of these people, they don't even know that they're vampires. They really don't. They're just empty vessels. They got themselves a demon. That's why I said we need to declare and decree some devils and demons. They just take over these empty vessels, and these people who think, oh, I'm so powerful. No, you're a pawn. It's sad. Anyways, maybe someone needs to travel because they know that they took and wasted somebody's time, money, and energy. Maybe they knew, hey, I made a lot of promises to this person. Guess what? This person literally is taking his priority in healing. Maybe he needs to heal from his daddy and mommy issues. Maybe a lot of males out there need to heal something from their childhood. A lot of men that operate in their rebuke and cancel. A lot of men that operate in their feminine energy, typically it has a lot to do with their mom and dad. Maybe their dad was narcissistic and abusive. And the mom, tolerated it. So this person doesn't know what love is. And then the moment you gave them love, they didn't know what to do with it. Because in their minds, hey, love is conditional. And you got to do this, this, and this. No, that's not true. Anyways, somebody might be learning their lesson and they're taking a time out to heal. And they are healing from, let's say, daddy wounds. being a narcissist, being egotistical, being abusive mentally, emotionally, and physically. This person knows what they did wrong. And that is what's going to make them an emperor. Turning a knight into an emperor actually can happen. You'd be surprised. It's God's will. God's will be done. When you're sitting here one day thinking that person will never change, boom. You never know how much of an effect you have on people, especially when you are light, when you are, you radiate love. You wake something inside of them, and it might not be right away. That's why they reject you. But the longer you pull that energy away and you move on, and these people tend to start waking up saying, oh shit, that's what that was, anyways. If you are the Queen of Pentacles, Queens of Pentacles, if you radiate, resonate with that energy, typically you're an earth sign, but you don't have to be. Maybe you're a good businesswoman. You got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Ooh, are you not working? You're not putting work and effort into something. Maybe you're going to change jobs. Yeah, you are getting a new beginning. You might be quitting a job and moving to another one. But you definitely are getting a brand new beginning. Just so you know, someone might be watching you, maybe on social media. Maybe they're watching you grow. At the end of the day, this person is really happy. You make this person happy, and they do want to reconcile with you. Don't fight the energy. It is a soul contract. Could be a marriage proposal. And it is ordained by God. Okay? Also, God is also saying some contracts will be null and void. And so basically, you're still going to get, let's say, your wish fulfillment. Maybe you were supposed to be married and already in a loving relationship, but he ordained you two to be together, but the one person couldn't get his shit together, or she couldn't get their stuff together. Contracts null and void. That person will be replaced. And the new contract, what he promised you, you're still going to get. He is working on that. A new contract, the same contract, just a different person. It's almost like, I'm going to give you better now. For some of you guys were willing, and I was one of them. I was willing to accept the bare fucking minimum. And you know what? I never got the bare minimum. I never even got that. Like, what the heck? And God has already said to me, honey, I got so much better for you. Your purpose is so much better and higher. Come on, I got you. It's just funny. It makes me giggle sometimes. Anyways. Some of you need to have an intimate one-on-one talk with God, because something in your life needs to end. It's the karmic loopholes. It's almost like you need to be honest with yourself. Also, maybe someone passed away in your family. They want to have a conversation, like a loving conversation, and it might appear in your dream. Some of you might be mediums, and you will be getting these conversations. What goes around comes around. Somebody is wants to apologize maybe for the way that they treated you. Whatever it is, there is some sort of heartfelt communication coming in, and it's going to end and awaken something. Something had to end for a karmic loop to begin. Some of you are going to be working together with someone. You planted a seed long time ago. It's coming back around. But this time, it's going to be with honesty, with a heartfelt conversation. Something had to die for this to actually bloom. You will be working together, and you're going to see it very, very clearly. Moving on. someone is either going to get a divorce, or because they got a divorce, they wanted to be a Meisner. I got Meisner energy. Somebody also wanted to work together with this person, but now they clearly see, hey, I got to divorce you. Why? Because this person's clinging on to their past, their money. They're not giving. It goes back to the beginning of their relationship. But the reason why they became this way was some sort of divorce or separation. I feel like that stems back to daddy issues. A lot of masculines might have to go back and heal something from their childhood during this retrograde. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have to heal from something. Some of us just heal, you know, my family issues, I healed it a long time ago when I was a kid. I dealt with it and faced it then. Because I knew what was being presented to me. That's not the normal. But some people don't know that until later in life. And it's sad when it's 60, 70, and 80 years old. Because then it's like, wow, you went through your whole life never healing that? That's terrible. Not that I'm, you know, I'm not judging. It's just, wow. Yeah, because they have been a Meisner and they're holding so tightly, they're not celebrating anything. They're not letting anything in. And they definitely don't want to celebrate you. This is a Queen of Wands. Are you, you know, Queen of Wands, you're sexy, you're beautiful, you're charismatic, you know, you could be a fire sign, don't have to be. Somebody wants to divorce you, they didn't want to celebrate, now they're going to withhold all their money and their past. Huh. Someone's withholding something from you and they didn't want to celebrate you. You could be a fire sign, don't have to be. Maybe you're just sassy. Maybe you spoke some sort of sass. Yeah, it's a karmic contract. Devilish energy in the way. Maybe you have some addiction problems. That's why nobody wanted to celebrate with you. Be careful because someone's trying to trap you. So you might be, if you are this Queen of Wands, somebody's withholding money, their past, they keep putting it in your face. Maybe they're breadcrumbing you. They didn't want to celebrate something with you. They don't want to honor you. They don't want to celebrate you. You are in a karmic contract. The devil said, yeah, he just wants to, the devil just wants to keep you trapped in your mind. 8 of Swords energy. Self-imposed restrictions. Maybe you're doing it to yourself. Whatever it is, you're causing your own imbalance. It's not fair. But there is some sort of clarity that you do not see about the situation. And for some reason, you're not going to get that phone call and you're not speaking upon it. So you're fighting your own silent battle. But your job is to put a lot of work and effort in so you become this Empress. So you're in a transformation. A lot of people at this time just focus on completing the cycles. Why? Because this week is all about growth. You're a Queen of Wands. And in order to be, same with the Emperor, if you're a knight or a king, at the end of the day, in order to be an Empress or an Emperor, you're growing. You're basically taking all 4 kings, and to be an Emperor, you're all 4 queens. You have to embody all 4 kings to be that Emperor. Just like the Empress, you have to embody each 4 queen to be the Empress, to have Empress status. Yes, it's going to put you in your feelings. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's not easy. It's ugly, but it is going to be worth it. Maybe you've been putting a lot of work into yourself and it's got other people around you in their feelings because you're basically proving them wrong. They know the old version of you, but now you became this Empress. Maybe you were that Queen. They saw you as a Queen of Wands, but maybe you were the Queen of Swords, you know, or the Queen of Swords in reverse. It doesn't matter if you were upright or reversed. But at the end of the day, this is the new version of you. And now that you are stepping into your Empress energy, you manifest, you don't chase, you make your, you know, things beautiful. Everything comes to you. Now you got some people around you in their feelings. You got a younger fire sign that might come in and take action towards you. because the cycle is over. He knows it's over, the cycle's over, but you are a good mom. You might have a younger fire sign. He knows that it's over, but he is going to offer you something. It was written. It's an offer that you're going to want to hear, but be very careful because he's trying to breadcrumb you or manipulate the situation. And he is going to try to have a face-to-face talk. But you just need to keep moving forward and don't react or respond. Just stay silent. The contract's already over. He knows it. It's just that one little grass to pull you back in. So, are you going to get pulled back into your past, or are you going to keep moving forward? I already see it. If you are already in Empress energy, you already learned all that you needed to. There's no sense on going back, so keep moving forward. You have the strength that you will be moving forward. Why? Because you've already released yourself from everything. So you don't need nothing to worry about. I think if anything, when this person returns, you're just going to get a little giggle. You do have a choice to make. And if you make the wrong choice, you got the Tower. Losing something you never... Losing something... what is that? Losing something you can't get back. You already made that choice. You don't want that back. Why? Because you're moving into your destiny and everything's working out for you. And you are destined and fated to be a loving and kind person. Queen of Cups energy. If you are the Queen of Cups, you're my little Earth Angels. Earth Angels, everything's going to work out for you. You're in your heart. You're walking. You haven't hit rock bottom. You're probably recovering from some sort of major betrayal. But because you didn't hit rock bottom, you got a group of people that are pissed off and unhappy. Because they know that you're loved. And now this group of people are like, well, shit. You're happy. They're not. Why? Because they feel left out in the cold. And they know. They knew it. They still know it. They need some inner work to do. But what they do think is that they don't think they did anything wrong to you, even though they were making fun of you, preying on your downfall, getting in the way, trying to steal your little blessings or whatever, which they didn't even realize that you were the fucking table. You're a goddamn Earth Angel. Got a little Earth Angel over here. You're just recovering from a major betrayal. Now you're going to be leveling up. And remember, when you start leveling up, you got different doubles, but you also get different angels. So you're leaving these people behind. They feel it. They know it. And you're also getting a major wish fulfillment. And once you get that wish fulfillment, justice and balance gets served. And now the world is a better place. Someone doesn't want to sever some ties. Someone wants to come in and speak some truth. Yep, they do know. They are coming up with a plan. They are digging deeper right now. They're soul searching. And they are coming in with this truth. This is air sign energy. This is my spiritual warrior. Spiritual warrior, males, masculine energy. It's time to come in and clear your name. Maybe you need to do it with that group of people. Maybe to that Earth Angel. It does come with some bad news, though. The bad news is, in order to be a spiritual warrior, it is a heavy burden. I know, because I'm none of those spiritual warriors. It is a heavy wears the crown, right? Yes, the bad news is you are in the 10 of Wands. It is a heavy, heavy energy that you carry. But the moment you release it, your soul will rest. You'll be able to let go of something of the past. You do need to walk away from the past. You see that very clearly. And you need to tell a bunch of people no and reject them. You wasted enough time and energy. You're not getting anywhere with these people. So now it's time for you to put matters into your own hands and move forward to the things that you know your soul is calling for you. And the universe is waiting on you to put the matters into your own hands. Because you can go like this and like this, carrying a heavy burden, and once you release it, it's over. Literally 5 seconds, and you could change your whole life. People don't even realize that. Anyways, let's get one more card. No, let's not get any more cards. I ran out of cards. I didn't bring enough cards to my table. Let's get to the dice. Let's do a couple little dices and end this beautiful reading. Somebody needs to take a nap. Number 4, you are being protected at this time. Ooh, you are lit. Somebody is living rent-free in someone's head. First it was anger. Now the anger is going away. The Navy could be significant. Maybe someone lost hope. The Year of the Dragon could be significant. Again, someone needs to take a nap. Someone is in confusion. They didn't know which way to go. They didn't know what to do. They do want their wish fulfillment, but they're going to actually just keep repeating the same cycle over and over. And here's the sad thing. The world will still move with or without you. And they don't know that yet. But they are going to repeat another cycle. Someone might need to eat more fruit in their diet. Again, take a nap, rest. Someone's not resting. I also got someone might be getting a heart attack. Like they get a shock of news and they grab their heart. Sleep will be significant. Something's out of balance. Someone needs to tell the truth, cut the ties. Time is up. Yes, this person will be angry. Someone might try to hold you back because maybe you want to take a trip or you know your soul needs to be somewhere. But you got people holding you back. This person is going to get very violent. You're going to see the devil come out of them. But time's up. That's the moment you cut the ties or you sever the ties or you speak your truth. And the moment you do that, you'll be able to rest. This person's an energy vampire. They actually just benefit off of your sadness. They like you being sad. Yeah, they want to keep you brokenhearted. They want you to carry this heavy burden. The universe is saying, yo, I already gave you your wish. If you're going to just keep doing this, time's up. You're just going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over. Aren't you tired? That's all I keep getting. Aren't you tired? Someone doesn't know who they are. Someone does want to make a phone call, but they're blocked. Yeah, ties have been cut. Someone might come in with an apology and they're bringing flowers, putting respect on your name. And they are changing right now. Like they're in the middle of a transformation. They are changing. They are aware. It's like they're turning into a butterfly. But you might get a message of love or they're going to put some respect on your name. You might not receive that as a gift, but this person was very insecure. I'm also getting there was a group of people, you taught them a lesson and you don't even know it. They've been doing it to other people for such a long time until you came along. And you broke the mold, you broke the illusions, and now everything's falling apart. And because of that, the universe is going to give you a wish fulfillment. You are going to get some respect, and they see your because they have to change now because they're illusions, and because you have changed. I keep getting time's up. You're getting your wish fulfillment. Don't even worry about them. That's so weird. You're the key holder. You hold the key. Because you took the key away, now they lost hope. Someone put a key in your back. Watch out. I feel like a heavy betrayal is on the mix. Or maybe someone's family, because families are going to be illuminated this week. Maybe some people are going to wake up to the realization. I mean, I didn't come from a good family. My family, some of the members of my family will screw you for a penny. And they don't feel sad about it. But I don't really talk to half of my family members for that reason. I choose love. I don't hang out with people that are not loving and kind. someone's got a gift. Someone is acting delulu because somebody wanted to give you a gift. They're acting crazy. This person really isn't crazy. It's the people around them making them crazy. Or making them feel like they're crazy and there's really nothing wrong with them. That's crazy that you would keep people like that around. That's when you need to realize, hey, it's time to cut those people out. Somebody knows that you're, for all of you star seeds, light workers, people do know that. And especially the ones with a little demon inside of them. When you walk into a restaurant or a room and people stop and stare at you, especially the ones like that have little demons inside of them, they know, they see you. You have a higher purpose. Your purpose is to bring light into this world. God's will be done. Let's get a last card and end this beautiful reading because I feel like it's just going to keep repeating itself. Somebody's choosing not to travel at this time. Expect delays in travel. We are in Mercury retrograde. Also, if there's things that are wrong with your car and you did not get it fixed, you might want to do that. Get it fixed before a bigger problem comes. I'm also getting someone's car might be repoed. Something about cutting up a receipt. Getting rid of old text messages. I got rid of a lot of things. I cleaned house. Some of you might be purging. This is a good time to purge. Get rid of all the things that no longer serve you or that's working for you. You don't need to hang on to old energy anyways. Especially if you're in that, I want new. I want new. You know. I'm also getting for a lot of you light workers out there, flush this. For a lot of you light workers out there, I already know what this card is gonna say, but something about your reward, and now I just lost it. So they must have not wanted me to tell you. You got a reward coming. The card that came out to end this beautiful reading, flush this. Letting go. You notice it's a spiral. There's a meaning behind the spiral. Things always come back around so that you can see where you have grown. Have you learned your lesson? So the same lesson might come back around quite a few times in your life. And it's so that you make a different decision. Because a person who keeps making the same decision over and over, that's insanity. And especially when the same outcome keeps happening. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect the same outcome. So a spiral is, you know, it's the symbol of change, how you have transformed and changed over your lifetime. There are many versions of you. Anyways, flush this. Are you ready to experience a major shift? Get ready, get ready. Maybe it's time for you to change your relationship with money. I was going to say that. So with Venus in Leo and then moving into Virgo, many of you might need to heal that relationship with money. I know when I, as an experience in my life, I didn't come from money, and then when I did have it, a lot of people made me feel bad for having it. They shamed me. And this is why I don't care about money. I always know that money's energy. I don't care if I have it or not. I don't need the highest and best of anything. I'll get by no matter what. But I didn't realize how many people around me, that's all they cared about. And because I'm not built that way, I don't understand why other people can even be like that. But maybe it's time for you to change your relationship with money. Some people think, hey, you know, if I don't have this money, you know, they take the money as a form of identity, when actually that money is not who you are. Money is energy. It's always going to come and go. That's why they say money always comes and goes. So take that trip with your kids so you guys have that memory, you know, because memories are the only things you're going to hold on to when you go back up to heaven. When you die, you can't take the money with you. When you die, none of this, we're just renting out this human body vessel. It ain't even ours. That's why we're supposed to take care of it. Anyways, Maybe you need to, heal that relationship with money. And I know that I did. It was people projected onto me. So I had to heal that because I started feeling bad for myself, which led into the reasons why I probably was struggling for the last few years, Are you tired of being in financial debt, dealing with the same old repeated patterns that only cause you stress, worry, and anxiety? Money is just energy. It is neither good or bad. We as humans put an emotion to money, and then we label it good or bad. This may have stemmed from childhood. Take this time to heal your relationship with money. There is always enough money to go around for everyone in this world. There is no such thing as lack unless you put that in your head. Someone might have installed into you a long time ago that you, because you're poor, you're not worthy, because you don't have money, or you don't deserve money. If someone put that in your head, get it out. Clear it from your energy. Decree and declare it out, okay? There is always enough money to go around. This card is to let you know that a new doorway to new creative spaces, to new directions that were unseen before in matters of your finance, giving you a new mindset, and for you to perform the art of letting go, bringing in healing, peace, and abundance and prosperity into your life. You can play victim or you can play creator, but you cannot be both. Being a victim is the worst self-sabotage anybody can do to themselves. And I have met a lot of people. My own mother is a victim. Like, she plays that victim role really well. So when I see that in people, because I can spot that a mile away. I mean, my own mom was a victim. She's, she is still to this day. She never changed. But when people play that victim, my first husband was like, my first husband was like that. My second husband did that too. See, repeated patterns. And it's because I'm a healer, so people want to come to me and try to heal that. I can't fix you. You got to do it. When you do that to yourself and you play, it's because these people, when they are a victim, they don't want to take accountability or responsibility for their own lives. So they have to blame someone. So they'll find a strong person like you or someone that holds a really deep light, and they'll want a little piece of that. So they try to take it from you and then they blame you. And that's the gaslighting begins and the abuse and all that other fun stuff. So it's time to flush away all your old negative patterns, debts, and because tomorrow always brings us a new day to live a better day and to be a better you. So grab a piece of paper or a piece of toilet paper, write your debts, wish, worries, or any negative thought you have, and then roll it into a ball and then flush it down the toilet. And that's it. Let go and let God. Then allow the universe to work its magic for you. This is the art of letting go. So what are you waiting for? It's time to flush it. Flush it all. Flush it down the drain. Get rid of the old. It's time to begin new again. Because you are worthy. You are deserving. Anyways, that's all I have. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, namaste.